Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are doing a little AMA show today because that was supposed to happen on Monday, but then I did the whole flying the drone thing. And so today's show was supposed to be something totally, I'll repeat this later, but today's show was supposed to be my friend showing off his new app, but there were some issues with the App Store yesterday, and his app went live, but there were some things that were broken, so we thought, you know what, he was super stressed out. We thought, we're just going to wait until Friday. So we're going to do his show on Friday. So we're not going to miss out on anything. It's just we're delaying it a couple days because of issues in the App Store, which I think may have been resolved by now, but last night they weren't, and it was like freaking the guy out, and it was just, you know, let's just not. What's going on here in the chit-chat room? Daddy MCC says, good morning back to you. Jess, hello. Hello, Tony Hill in London. Bart Johnson's greetings. And Jess is asking if I'm still going to Indianapolis. I most certainly am. In fact, I'm going to be talking about that right as soon as the show starts. I'm going to be doing a couple things in Indianapolis, and hopefully I'll see y'all at some of them. Is that where you are? Is that where you are, Jess? Are you out there? Jake, good morning to you. Sean Mark Nipper. Ooh, right. Mr. Sean Mark Nipper's got an Atomos Ninja Inferno coming today. And since when I got mine, it wasn't an official boxed packaging thing, so there was no unboxing. His is. So he's going to come into the studio. We're going to do a little unboxing this afternoon. Don't know when. Don't know when. It's just going to happen whenever it arrives. And Sean comes running down. Now, Sean, if you get it in the middle of the show, which I don't know what time your FedEx guy comes to you, but if he does come in the middle of the show, just come on down. We'll just do it here. But I'll probably just later on this afternoon. All right. How are we on time, Mr. Ryan? I never started the clock. Give me like 1 minute just for the people who are, you know. Sure. There's no clock up here, so we don't know what's going on. I can't see the clock. That's invisible to me. Invisible. Jess is a couple hours away, but it's a nice day trip. Well, then I will try and make it worth your time. We will be talking about that momentarily. In fact, do I have everything set? Oh, wait, I'm missing a graphic. Hold on. I did all these graphics. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I did that. There's that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's in here. What did I call it? Robert. There it is. Robert's camera promo. Okay, so I got a lot of promo stuff here. This is fun. Okay, we're going to do that there, and then I'm going to make sure everything is in place and ready to go, and we're going to do, no, that's not it. There it is. And we'll do this one here, and we'll get rid of this one here. Yay, okay. Now I got all my graphics in place. I'm glad you mentioned that. I would have gone, where is it? Apparently, roughly in 30 seconds or so, we will be doing the show. What else is going on? Bart Johnson says, you are contemplating picking up an Inferno for an upcoming project. Well, there you go. So whenever we do the unboxing, whether it's during this show or later on today, most likely later on today, I don't think it's going to show up that early. He's in the same end of town as I am. We don't get stuff early in the morning. We're going to talk to Sean about why he bought it and what he's going to use it for and that sort of thing. It'll be fun. I think it'll be interesting. Yeah, yay. All right, apparently the clock is hat 0. Christopher Pepe, will I do an Inferno versus 400 megabit internal? That's a tough question. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, sure. Not today, obviously. Okay. Let's do this, shall we? That's already going. Let's just stop that and start that again. Alrighty. Let's do this thing, shall we? Today's show is an AMA, aka Ask Me Anything. What do you want to know? Greetings and salutations. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to PhotoJoseph's Photo Moment, the first Thrash Weekly live show here on YouTube, all about photography, videography, photo, things related, cameras. If there's a camera, you got the idea. And every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. Hey, before I get into today's show, which is an Ask Me Anything AMA type show, which normally we do on Monday, but this Monday I did the spark flying thing because we actually had a break in the rain, and I really wanted to do that. I've got a ton of announcements of just upcoming events and things that y'all can join me at. It's sorry to kind of hit you with everything at once. It's one of these where everything but let's start off with be in New York City at B&H. I will be doing this is on December 7th from 4 to 6 p.m. And I didn't put the URL on this one. Okay, I had a graphic with the URL. Anyway, B&H, December 7th, 4 p.m. You can go to their events page, or the easiest way to find it is just if you go photojoseph.com/BH. That'll take you right there. I did that URL. This is a 2-hour show and hardware. So we're going to be, oh good, people are stuttering and juddering out there. Oh, great. Well, hopefully the show just continues. So we're going to be using Epiphan hardware. This is a show sponsored by Epiphan, and we're actually obviously going to be using Lumix cameras along with it. But this is all about live streaming from beginners to pros. So if you're interested in getting into live streaming beyond just hello from your phone, then this event is for you. If you are not in New York City and you can't be there in person, B&H will actually be live streaming the event. It's a live stream about a live stream. It's one of them Inception kind of things, which would be super cool. So even if you can't be there in person, you can be there in spirit. So PhotoJoseph.com/BH. That is on December 7th at 4 to 6 p.m. And there we go. Okay, so that's the first thing. Since I'm going to be in New York, I am going to do a little meetup. Why the heck not? Coffee with PhotoJoseph in New York City. This is a Facebook event. You can just go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/PhotoJoseph, or if you type in PhotoJoseph.com/NYC, it'll take you there. That is the same day, December 7th, from 10 a.m. to noon. I've set this up right now at Intelligentsia Coffee because I like good coffee, and I know that Intelligentsia can have a little meetup. So if you would like to attend, do that in person. This is nothing formal. It's just a casual get-together, hang out, have some coffee, shoot the coffee beans. We're going to do that. PhotoJoseph.com/NYC will take you there. So that is New York on December 7th. And then I fly to Indianapolis. And in Indianapolis, I'm doing kind of a repeat of things, although it's different events. So in India, oh good, my entire graphics just decided to spontaneously reload. Yay. So I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see here. Great. Is this going to show? Yes, it does. Whew. The next event is Robert's Camera in Indianapolis on December 9th from 11 to 1 p.m. You can go to Robert's website and find the event page, or if you just type in photojoseph.com/Roberts, it will take you there. And that is a Lumix day. It's like from 10 to 4 or 5 or something like that. It's all kinds of stuff going on, but I'm doing a 2-hour presentation. We're going to be talking about my photography and videography and what I'm doing with the Lumix cameras and how I'm using them in a professional workflow and all this good stuff. It's like a 2-hour dog and pony show about my photography and career and how I'm using these cameras. So that'll be really fun. And then at the end of that day, we are going to have another one of these little meetups in Indianapolis. This is going to be an adult beverage meetup. This is December 9th from 5 to 7 p.m., not a.m., don't worry. December 9th, the same day, in the p.m., and this is, I guess, just down the road from Robert's Camera. I found this place, looked really cool, called the Libertine Liquor Bar. It looked cool, it sounded great, so I figured that works for me. But again, if you're from the area and you say, dude, that's no good, let's do it somewhere else, just let me know and we'll do it. But again, that's on Facebook, or simply go to photojoseph.com/IND, and we will have, that'll take you to the Facebook page. So if you are in New York or Indianapolis, hopefully you can attend either of those events. So that'll be super fun. Next, there's even more. Next up is, you might have seen this little thing that I just posted last night, a little promotional thing, free Bose headphones. I've partnered up with this company called Upside Travel. It's upside.com. If you go there and you book some travel using my code BOSEPHOTOJOSEPH, you will get a free pair of these, which are kind of awesome, frankly. They're like $200 and something headphones. Can't argue with that. If you don't care about the headphones, but you're traveling and you want to try it out, use the code PhotoJoseph and you get a $100 gift card back. It's the Upside thing's really cool. We'll link to the video up here. Well, I should have done that already. Anyway, we'll link to the video up here. There's a whole little promo about it. I'm genuinely excited about this Upside thing. They are not paying me to show this. This whole thing is I'm helping folks get these. Yeah, I get a little something if you get these, but that's not the point. This is a super awesome travel company that I'm really excited about. So I figured, hey, I got me some free headphones. You can too. So made a little video about it. So I think that's everything. Wow. It just says liquor bar. Now you're talking. There you go. Okay. Did I hit all of them? Man, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay. So B&H in New York on December 7th. Indianapolis at Robert's Camera on December 9th. You can go to their web pages or to my webpage and find all that stuff. And of course, we'll link to all this below in case all those went by you and you went, say what? Where are we? Okay. I hope you got some questions lined up and ready to go, because now we're going to actually start the AMA Ask Me Anything part of this show. So let me scroll back up to the top here. Let's switch over to the comments and see what's going on in here. So Christopher Pepe asked, would I do an Inferno versus 400 megabit internal recording? I think that's a fair thing to do. Why not? with the 400 megabit capability, we're talking about the GH5. Sorry, kind of skip the main meat here. GH5, Lumix GH5 now shoots 400 megabit internally. If you have a Ninja Inferno from Atomos, love those guys, love their products, you can capture direct to ProRes, which is, I think, about 800 megabits. So you're definitely getting a higher bit rate still. But 400 megabits is pretty awesome. So do you still need the Ninja? The short answer is, yeah, absolutely. It still gives you several things. One of which is it gives you 4K 60p 10-bit. So that's not something you can do internally. Internally, you can do 4K 30p 10-bit or 4K 60p 8-bit. If you want 4K 60p and 10-bit all at once, that you have to go external. So right there, that's the kind of the number one reason. And then, of course, it has this big old glorious screen, HDR screen. If you're doing log, you can do a HDR LUT preview on the screen so you can see what your image is going to look like once it's graded for HDR even. There's all kinds of other fun advantages of it. But the biggest thing is 4K 60p 10-bit direct to ProRes. So the question being, will we do an Inferno, so ProRes versus 400 megabit? Possibly, I could see doing that. It's honestly, it'll be hard to see the difference just initially. Vlog really started to push the grade. That's where you're really going to see it. Also, in kind of fast movement, lots of movement, then you would see a difference as well. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. I'm not going to rush into that, but I might do that at some point. Okay, let's see what else is happening here. I know there's a lot of issues with the stream. Hopefully, it all works out. Jake Updale says, a friend of mine has been to the brick and mortar in New York. He says a good number of employees are Orthodox Jews running around in the Orthodox garb. This is very true. He said it was an experience. Oh, if you've never been to B&H in New York, it is an experience. Not only, I mean, okay, it's like a 3-story, is that right? 3 stories? I think it's 3 stories of camera and video goodness. It is just like, it's heaven for camera stuff. They have everything out, right? You can play with all the tripods and the lighting gear and the modifiers and all this stuff. If you want to get your hands on any cameras and lenses, they have these massively long counters with a ton of employees behind there, and you go up and you say, I want to get my hands on the GH5 with the 100-400 lens. Boom, boom, here you go, hand it over, and off you go to play. Not off you go, but you can sit there and play. And then the whole delivery system, of which there have been countless movies about, where when you buy something, you don't actually take it down to the register, you get a little ticket, and you hand that in when you pay for it, and somebody in another room puts it into a box that goes into this little thing that's on wheels, on a train track type of a thing that goes all over the, it's a riot. You look up and you see product flying all over your head. It's a blast. If you've never been to B&H, it's awesome. You definitely, it's one of those, you gotta go at some point in your life. And as a photographer, if you ever go to New York, you have to go to B&H. It's super fun and cool. So yes, it is a great place. Adrian says, I found a box full of very old 8 centimeter by 6 centimeter black and white negatives in the loft. Any suggestions on how to capture them? Wow, cool. Okay, if you want any kind of negative or positive slides or negatives, if you want to kind of scan them, if you will, and you don't want to go out and buy a scanner, a really good way to do that is just with your camera and a macro lens. Get a good quality light box. You're going to want to flatten it, so you probably get a thin sheet of really good quality glass that you can clean. I mean, really good quality, just really good clean glass. You can flatten it down so your negative is perfectly flat. And then tripod, just straight down, rig it up so it's perfect, doesn't move, and you can just slide those things in and out of there. As long as you can fill the frame or get close to filling the frame, and obviously focus closely enough, get a proper exposure on there, it's basically like a really high resolution scan. If you have a ton of them, then I would look up scanning services. I don't have any that I can recommend that I've used. Don't have any discount codes or anything like that, sorry. But if you just Google negative scanning, you'll find tons and tons of services out there, and they do them quite inexpensively. And then I think they just put them on a DVD or CD and ship them back to you, something like that. So there's lots of different ways to do it. But if you just want to do it yourself, then I would absolutely recommend a good, clean light source, LED light source, something that's not going to change color or flicker. And obviously, you can do your white balance compensation, white balance adjustment, and just do a straight down on a light box, put a piece of glass on top of that negative to hold it flat, and there you go. That should totally work. And then you can take it into Photoshop, whatever, and you can do the proper cropping and invert it if you shot a negative, and you can do color correction and everything else, just like any other photo. So it'd be kind of fun. CJ Hareel says, do you have any thoughts or experience with any of the Lumix compact cameras like the LX10? A little bit. So back in when the LX10 specifically came out, I actually did, I produced one of the promo video behind that was shot in San Francisco. So I didn't have a whole lot of time with my hands on the camera itself because I was shooting with GH4s at the time. That's what we shot the video with, but the production was about the LX10. It's a really nice little camera. It really definitely is. The LX100 I have a lot more experience with. That camera I own. I don't really use it anymore, but that was a great, great little point and shoot. Getting the bigger sensor, so I think, oh boy, the LX100, is that a one? I think the LX10 is a 1-inch sensor. I think it's a slightly smaller sensor than the Micro Four Thirds. I could be wrong, but I think it was a 1-inch sensor. Anyway, regardless, those little cameras are great. Obviously, totally convenient, pocketable, Lumix quality. They're great. I think they're nice little cameras. If you want some small point and shoot in your pocket, then you can't go wrong. Shiva Kumar, hello again, says the Luminar 2018 pre-order ends in just a day. Oh my. I just renewed my Adobe subscription, but I'm tempted to try the new Luminar. Your thoughts on Luminar 2018, especially the new DAM? Okay, so let's start with the last part. The new DAM doesn't exist yet. This is something that has been announced. They have shown a little promo video around it, but MacFun is not shipping a DAM yet at all. They've said they will. They've shown some videos around it. That's the end of that discussion. How well it works, what it's going to be, I don't know. I have faith in them. Great company, great products. I've worked with them quite a bit, so I'm a little bit biased, but I do believe that they will produce a very nice DAM. So we'll see what happens with that. Tough competition now with Lightroom CC coming out, so there's more and more competition on the market, but that's good for all of us. My thoughts on Luminar 2018. I'm kind of embarrassed to say I haven't played with it yet. I've had the beta. I haven't even opened it. Sorry, MacFun guys. It's just been, I've been super, it's one of those. I think you can still, if you go to photoapps.expert/Luminar, I think it'll take you to the order page. I think I set that up. But anyway, I don't have any experience with it. Luminar 2017, or whatever the current version is called, is awesome. So I assume 2018 will be even awesomer. If you like the way it works, you like that type of workflow, then it's a fantastic tool. I would definitely it's worth checking out. I did a whole bunch of training on Luminar at photoapps.expert. So if you go to, let's just bring this up real quick. If you go to photoapps.expert/live, oops, photoapps.expert/live, here we go. You will see that I have done extensive training on Luminar. Let's see here, where was this? A while ago, so we're doing Lightroom CC right now. We did Polar before that. We did Affinity Photos before that. Let's go to the next page, and you'll find it in here somewhere. Affinity Photo, that was a big one. There is a quicker way to do this, but this way I get to show you all the things that we've done. Affinity Photo, Snapseed before that, on one. Okay, seriously, let's just do it this way. Let's go back to the top of this page, and actually the easiest way here, I'm lying to you, the easiest way is to go to just photoapps.expert, and then click on, what the heck? It's like I'm looking at an old version of the web page. What happened here? Oh, there we go. Whew, that was totally weird. Huh. Anyway, sorry. Go to photoapps.expert, go to the top page, and then go to scroll down in here. These are all the apps that we've done articles or videos on, MacFun Luminar, and there you go. There's the Luminar live training that we did, so you can get an idea of the previous version of Luminar, what it was like, and on and on and on. At some point, they changed their logo. Look at that. Okay, so that's that. So there's my thing on Luminar. I've done a bunch of training on the old version. I will do stuff on the new version once it is shipping, and that's it. Okay, next up. Who's up next? Christopher Pepe says, that would be awesome. I guess we're talking about the megabit comparison. Bart Johnson says, been to B&H once. It was like returning to the mothership. The only thing that saved my credit card was that I could only buy stuff I could fit in my luggage. Yeah, it's a good way to make sure you don't buy too much stuff. It's so much fun. It's such an experience. It's a great store. You get the whole education center, which is where I will be. Yeah, lots and lots of fun. Trevor says, whoops, where'd that go? Darn it. There, no, wait, where'd it go? There. Excuse me. Trevor says, have you taken the time to delve into the improved video image IBIS, in-body image stabilization with version 2? I'm not seeing a huge difference. What about other folks? I have not taken the time to delve into it. I just know it's mo better. I really haven't, and I can't do a side-by-side because I've upgraded both of my bodies, so sorry. But it's, hey, better is always better. Even if it's just 1% better, better is better. Adrian says, thank you. Shall look out for a light box. If you don't have a light box, Adrian, we're talking about doing the slide scanning. Even just an LED light, yeah, just like an LED light you can put down and pointing up, and then some kind of opaque glass. or plastic, plexiglass, whatever, just something to diffuse that light nicely. Then put your slide on top of that and off you go. You don't want hot spots. That's what you got to avoid. You don't want any hot spots shining through that'll mess up the exposure of the image. But I think it'd be pretty easy to put together. Ben5 Shuttle says, when do you envision having a sample G9 to show us? We'll be asking Panasonic for one yourself. Well, I will certainly have one at some point. I don't know when. They haven't told me when. As soon as I have it, I will let you guys know. Will I have one for myself? Yeah, probably. I'm not sure how that, if I'll be keeping one or if it's just going to be on loan to pass around to other luminaries. That I don't know. Shiva Kumar says, question 2, please suggest a compact photo camera as opposed to video camera. Got it. From the Lumix series, which is very good for travel photography. Currently have the GH4, GH5 for video, have an eye on the Fuji X70, but it's discontinued. Honestly, my favorite, I've said this many times, my favorite little Lumix camera is not really point and shoot, but it's the GX85. It's so small and compact and just adorable. And it's a tiny little camera. It takes all the same lenses. You don't have to buy new lenses. You can still use your interchangeable lenses if you've got a favorite, or if you're just going to want to go with one of the smaller, lighter ones, that's cool too. But this way you've got all the power of the interchangeable lens, the flexibility of that, and so on, but in a tiny, tiny little compact body. If you really want something that's pocketable, I'm just not familiar with the lineup. I'm sorry. The LX10 was attention to that side of the lineup. If the LX10 is no longer, well, let's just find out. Let's just find out. Let's go to what are we gonna do? Let's go to Panasonic's. What is that? Store.Panasonic? I think that's right. Yeah, store.panasonic.com. Okay, we're going to check this out. Yes, okay. Oh, nice photo by Ben Grenell. Ben's one of the luminaries. That's beautiful. Wow, nice shot, Ben. Let's see here. We don't want all that. So cameras and right on the top of the shop page. Nice one, Ben. Good for you. Cameras. Let's go to cameras. Point and shoot. Let's see what is current right now. The DCZ-S70. Love these model names. I'm not familiar with that one. LX10. Okay, the LX10 is still a shipping camera. Okay, good. So that's the one I am familiar with. I know it's awesome. What is this next to it? The ZS100, 20 megapixel. I don't know what the difference is. 25 to 250. So, this is a much longer read. If you super zoom, 25 to 250. Really nice fast lens. This one here, this what was it? The ZS100, 25 to 250. So you got a much broader zoom range, but it's f2.8 to f5.9, so it's a lot slower. So if you want that really high quality, pocketable camera, I think that the LX10 is probably still the one to go. Then there's just the 30X travel. That's something else, lower end. Yeah, looks like the LX10 is still the pocket king from the Lumix lineup. So there you go. Let's see. Well, we're just stream badly all over the place. So we do the LX100 is still a great camera. I don't think that was not well, and people are saying this sucks. I want the 8 to full refresh for some sweet reason. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, we're going to call it. A bit of a short show. Was not fun, but we're here. We'll kick off the screen. Is killing it too. So I guess we're going to end it here. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you got some of your questions answered. Don't forget to check out all the cool things we talked about, going to B&H and Robert's camera and all that good stuff. We'll be talking about those again. All the links to all of that is below. And given how bad the show is going streaming right now, we're just going to end it here. Talk to you guys later. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.